and specifically I talked about how to apply for the Chinese government scholarship and the coverage of Chinese government scholarship, specifically for bachelor, master, and PhD. And there are many scholarships in China, such as presidential scholarship, provincial government scholarship, and university scholarship, caste was, and list goes on. But today, in this video, my main focus on Turkish government scholarship, which the Turkish government just announced the date for the scholarship. And the most important thing about Turkish government scholarship is that you do not need to send any hard copies to Turkey, which means Turkish government scholarship, you just have to fill an online application form on the Turkish government scholarship website. Okay, so in this video, I will try to explain what does it covers and what kind of documents you need to get prepared to apply. So in next video, I will explain how to apply and how long it will take and what you have to do to submit the application for the Turkish government scholarship. Okay, so first talk about like what it covers. Okay, here I got some benefits. Let's talk about about this. The application date normally starts 15 January to 20th February, right? But now the Turkish government has just extended the date, so you still are able to apply. Okay, so here we go. Let's talk about the benefits. The It's for undergraduate scholarship program covers what it covers: university and program placements, monthly stipend. It's around 700 Turkish. And if we talk about 700 Turkish converted into the dollar, Turkish 700 Turkish lira to USD, right? So it is around 106 United States, and if we convert into Pakistani RMB, it would be around 17,000, which is enough for bachelor students to consume for the monthly expense. But if we talk about the Chinese government scholarship, it is much higher stipend in the Chinese government scholarship and much easier to get that one. Okay, if we talk about how much for the bachelor and how much for the master, how much for the master and how much for the PhD. For the master, it is 950. So if we convert just 950, it would be about 24,000 RS on today's exchange rate. And if we talk about specifically about PhD, 1,400, 1,400, here we go. Okay, 35,000. Okay, let's move on and talk about what kind of documents we need. Okay, so tuition fees, it's included, so you don't need to pay any tuition fees. You don't need to pay any residence expense, any accommodation expense, health insurance. It's included in the scholarship. And the most good thing is that there will be the return flight ticket which will be provided you once, right? Okay, so the first you have to take the 1 year Turkish language course if you haven't done. So it's easy. So for the master it's the 2 year, and for the PhD it's 4 year plus 1 year PhD. Okay, we already talked about the stipend for the bachelor, master, and PhD. And if we move to next, if you are going for the research scholarship, then they will pay you 3,000 Turkish lira. Okay, so for the Turkish language, if you are specifically going for the culture and program and the Turkish language program, they will pay you 2000 lira per month, and the one of return accommodation, all others things same. Okay, so let's talk about the eligibility criteria. Basic criteria: you in the bachelor, if you are going to apply for master, or if you're going to apply for the doctoral degree, right? The minimum academic achievement for bachelor degree applicant, you must have 70% scores. For the master and for the PhD, you must have the 75% scores. Okay, minimum academic achievement for health science, medicine, industry, like you have, if you're going to specific majors, medicine, dentists, and the pharmacy, you have must have the nine, you have the 90% scores. About Turkey have Turkey have the sorry Turkey have about the criteria about age. It is 21, 30, 35, right? Okay, everyone can apply. All citizens, it doesn't matter you're from Pakistan, you're from India, from where are you from, you can apply for the Turkish government scholarship. Okay, so let's talk about the what kind of documents you need to get prepared before you apply. Okay, the valid national identification document, it could be a valid passport. Okay, the recent photograph, national exam scores, the diploma of your transcripts, your degrees, your transcript, it should be attested if possible, and the internal exam scores if required by the university program. So you have to check by the specific university if it's required or not. Language test score if required, so you don't need required any IELTS or any Turkish language scores, but for some universities there are the requirement for IELTS. So if there is, so you have to. A research proposal for PhD applicants only. So for master and for bachelors, you don't need to submit any research proposal. So that's it. It is the documents. Get prepared all your documents in your laptop, in your computer, or in your flash. So you scan all the documents, and in next video I'm going to tell you how to apply. The Turkish government scholarship online application form is a bit complicated rather than Chinese government application form, but it is simple, not that difficult. So please subscribe the channel, so I will update you in next coming days how to apply for that. Fi amanillah. Goodbye.